I'm going live now on the Facebook group, but it has to do with something to do with the number of the meeting, the number. Yeah, because sometimes it will populate a different number every single time. So, hello, welcome.
I just left the meeting and started over again.
Oh, it did? Okay. Hi, hello, Felicia. So we are starting the Facebook Live. I decided this time around I was going to add a microphone to my Facebook Live because I think people were having a hard time hearing me. So I've added a little microphone for those of you who are following on the Facebook Live. So welcome everyone. It's time to... Hi, Christine. All right, well, let's go ahead and get started. So does everyone have their beverage of choice?
Yes.
Okay, good. So the beverage of choice means that it can be anything. It could be your chamomile tea. Yeah. It could be your red glass of wine, your white glass of wine, your Cosmo, if you have time to do that. I don't really have time to do that. But anyways, this is for us to have sitting aside for when we are finished with our little meditation. So let's go ahead and get started. I just wanted to share that the kids just learned that hi, Beth. Hi, Jillian. Felicia and Susie and Amber is watching from Facebook Live. But I wanted to share that the kids just found out today that they are not going to be going back to school.
Right.
And so there's a lot of emotion around that. So I wanted to take some time for us to just go ahead and close our eyes for just a second here.
Not going back to school meaning what?
Not for the rest of the year. For the rest of the year. Yeah. For the rest of this year. And it's, it's really tough for them because they're experiencing a lot of emotions around that, right? A lot of the seniors are not going to be walking to pick up their diplomas, and no prom, The what?
The juniors don't get to step down.
The juniors don't get to step down? I don't know what that means.
It's a ceremony.
That's another ceremony. Okay, well, you can... I guess I'm a little bit in the dark. So I just wanted to hold some space for them just for a minute. If we could just close our eyes and take a breath and just put those wonderful young kids in our thoughts right now and in our hearts. And let them know that we are thinking of them and we are just giving them a little extra love right now. All right. And on that note, I do want to say that, this meditation and mindfulness is, for me, it's about settling the body down and settling the stress down, because all sickness and most sickness and most diseases are caused by stress. Stress is the beginning of it, right? And it's about really understanding the mind and the body connection. When we wake up and we hit the ground running, we are in a state of doing. We start to place our awareness and our narrow focus on our to-do lists, and we are definitely running programs most of the time, 60 to 70,000 thoughts every day, and 90% of those thoughts are the same thoughts we had yesterday and the day before that. And what that tells us is that we are creatures of comfort and habit, And we are running a habitual program every single day. And with those programs come certain brainwave patterns. And those brainwave patterns allow us to maneuver through the conditions in our lives. And they help us to understand and to get on top of the stress response. Because really, that is how, our body and our mind are constantly talking to one another. And they do it, automatically. It's our autonomic nervous system, right? That's how the brain is able to speak to the body, and vice versa. They're constantly sending messages back and forth. So thoughts are the language of the brain, and feelings are the language in our body. And one of the things that I wanted to share is that our heart actually has over 40,000 neurons. So our heart actually has a small brain. And our heart actually has allows us to exert the energy that radiates from our body. And we actually can measure our electromagnetic field through our heart. So I just wanted to share that our heart and our mind is always working together. And we are really under so much stress. We already know that. We're already feeling the stress. We're already feeling all of the emotions. And when we feel that stress and those emotions drive more thoughts that make us more stressed out, that make us feel more stressed out, that make us think more stressed out feelings. So we need to be really, really aware of where we are placing all of our attention during the day, especially now. I know a lot of us are online. A lot of us are, because we are in, I don't want to call it captivity, but I feel like it kind of is. We're struggling to deal with an environment that we're not used to. We're used to having a set environment, and that environment is tied to our programs and what we think and how we show up every day. So it is a part of who we are. So that's why I wanted to share that mind-body connection is really important, and it's important for us to shut off. It's important for us to close our eyes and to shut the sensory perceptions, our smell, where we're placing our attention, through our vision and our thoughts, and the sounds, So it's like we have to just really just bring that in, turn it all off, so that we can get back to the brainwave patterns that help us to heal and to restore. When we're in high beta brainwave patterns, which we have been a lot lately, we don't have time to heal. We don't have time to bring it in. We're always, we're placing our attention on everything, and in anticipation of the unknown. We're sent these, different types of news feeds, and we're looking at all kinds of different graphs and numbers. And I have to say that where we place our attention and where we put our focus on, what we focus on expands. So my advice for all of us is to really pull it back from watching the news. Pull it back from seeking out, those dramatic posts that people like to, we can be addicted to our emotions. And sometimes our drama is an addiction. And there are people who like to, post things to get a rise, because they're getting a rise of the emotions of stress, and it's an addiction. So we have to be really mindful of that. So on that note, let's go ahead and let's set an intention today to bring it back, bring our power back. because we've been giving our power away to everything out there that we can't control. And we already know that if we can't control something, we have to make a choice. What is that choice going to be? Is it going to be to feed the fear? Or is it going to be to bring the power back and to understand that in any given moment we have a choice we can make? We can live from fear or we can live from love. And I choose love all the time. I'll choose love at any time. So with that being said, let's go ahead and set the intention to bring our power back, to settle that nervous system down. So everybody go ahead, get comfortable where you're sitting. I'm going to go ahead and mute everyone as well, because the less outside noise we have, the better. Okay. You'll still have the ability to unmute yourself at some point after we're done, but I'm going to go ahead and jump in. So meditation only requires a few things. It requires our focus, and it requires our willingness to participate. And the third is to have the commitment, really, a commitment to do this. And, you know, it's a practice. There's no right way to do it. There's no wrong way. It's just literally just focus on my voice and allow me to guide you. And thank you for being here, and thank yourself for being here right now, because we deserve to have a self-care practice. All right, so place your hands on your thighs. You can have your palms up or down. It's up to you. And take a deep breath. Take a deep breath in through the nose, and you can release the air through the mouth on the exhale. And let's do that again a couple more times. One more in. And out. And then last one. In through the nose deeply and out. And what we're doing when we breathe is we're triggering the parasympathetic nervous system to calm down. And our body begins to relax. Now place your awareness on your head area and the space around your head. We're going to relax our face, relax our jaw, allow the tongue to relax inside your mouth, your eyelids, many times we hold on to our stress and we don't even know it in certain areas. And continue breathing as I take you down into the body. Now shift your attention to your neck area and your shoulders. And allow the loosening of your muscles. Begin to settle into your chair, wherever you're sitting. You may have thoughts that come in. That's okay. It's natural to have thoughts. Don't pay too much attention to them and allow them to flow away. And bring your attention back to my voice and my guidance. Now shift your attention to your torso. And to your chest area in the torso and the space around that chest area. And maybe get in touch with your heart center. And then place your awareness on your upper back and the space around your upper back. Feel any sensations and don't analyze. Allow the sensations to happen and acknowledge them. Now place your awareness on your stomach area, your gut. Many of us hold our stress there. Let's breathe into that area and feel the belly rising and falling. Let's move to the lower back area and the space around that area. When we place our attention in an open focus way, what we're doing is we're taking our attention and we're bringing it back. So instead of focusing on the outer world, we're changing our brainwave patterns by creating the ability to place our awareness on an open focus activity. And that's what we're doing. We're actually changing the brainwave patterns right now to a more calm, peaceful, and centered pattern. And continue breathing. Don't forget to breathe. And now let's sense the upper right arm all the way down into our wrist and our fingers and hand on the right hand side. Place your attention in that area and around the area. And let's go ahead and do the same on the other side. The left arm, the upper left arm, all the way down into our left wrist, left palm and fingers. And now moving down into our hip area, our pelvis, our right leg, all the way down to our right ankle and into our foot area. Allowing our brain to communicate to that area and the space around that area. And now to the left side, the left hip, pelvis area, left leg, past the knee, down all the way into the left ankle, and the foot and toes, and the space around that whole area. Begin to sense maybe an area in your body now where you may hold your tension. And if there is a particular area, go ahead and place your attention on that area. And send some loving energy and breathe into that area a little bit more. It's a really beautiful practice if we can appreciate what our body actually does automatically for us every single day. It's such an amazing and incredible thing to maneuver through our life and have our body take us from moment to moment. It's our moment to send appreciation to our body. And be in gratitude and give thanks. For everything that it does for us. And let's go ahead and keep breathing into this moment, this space that we have created for ourselves. And let's trust and surrender to the fact that we can choose every day, again, whether we want to give our power to hope and joy and love, or do we want to give our power away to fear? Fear of the unknown. And I choose love. I choose our connectedness. I choose to pay close attention to who I want to put my attention on and what I want to put my attention on. And now let's bring our attention back to the room that we're in, the space that we're in. Continue breathing, and when you're ready to bring yourself back to the body here, you can wiggle your toes or move a finger, some fingers, your hands. Take your time. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And come back to our three-dimensional world. And thank you for sharing this moment with me. And when you're ready, you can pick up your glass and toast one another. You're welcome.
Did you unmute them?
Oh, yes. Let me unmute you all. I forgot to do that. Okay. Thanks, everyone. Cheers. 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 Thank you, Vicki, Allie, Beth, Connie.